Hi there guys, Justin here again. In today's video, I'm going to be benchmarking the latest driver, which is 527.37, which released yesterday, versus the previous driver, which came out about a week or two ago, which is 526.98. So yesterday I did release a video, let me just show you quickly, where I did a split screen comparison between the two drives, but obviously because I use recording software, it is a little bit skewed. So today I'm doing only benchmarks. I'm not doing any videos, only benchmarks to show you what the results are without recording software skewing those results. So let's get straight into it. So all games were tested at medium settings preset. So first and foremost, 526.98, which is the previous driver. I did a benchmark on medium settings over 12 games, which gave me a total FPS over 12 games for 883.73. And if you divide that by 12, my average FPS per game was 73.64. And then on the latest driver, which is 527.37, yet again I benchmarked those 12 games, added all those FPSs up, and then, okay, it says a 10, but over 12 games, my FPS count was 888.921, and then I divided that by 12, and my average FPS per game was 74.31. So you can see there is a slight boost in FPS in the latest driver. It is skewed a little bit. Horizon Zero Dawn, you can see the in-game benchmark I got 88, and on the previous driver the in-game benchmark I got 84. But generally, Uncharted also had 1 extra FPS here. Spider-Man Remastered 1 extra FPS. Rise of the Tomb Raider was a little bit higher FPS. God of War, there was 1 extra FPS. Days Gone, 1 extra FPS. Only game that I lost a little FPS was Spider-Man Miles Morales. Whereas with the previous driver, I was getting 69 FPS over the benchmark that I do. And in this one, I tested a couple of times and it keeps on coming up at 66. But in general, the latest driver, 527.37, is faster than 526.98. So I think this is probably a better driver than the previous driver. But the 526.86, which was the driver before this driver, was a very good driver. So I think what I'll do, I'm going to make another video, and then after I make that video, I'll compare 527.37 versus the previous best driver, which is 526.86. Just so we can find out which the best driver is. But if you're comparing these two drivers, your best bet is going to be the latest driver, which is 527.37. So I have had comments saying this driver doesn't feel that good. Just go into GeForce experience, guys. I used to just use a clean driver without any GeForce experience, but I would lose FPS when I was using OBS to record games. Whereas with GeForce experience, I can record and I lose almost no FPS. So there is a tweak. Sorry, there's drilling in the background. There is a tweak that you can do when you go into GeForce experience and you're not doing any recording. If you're just doing straight gameplay, go to your settings. Just give it a second here. Just make sure that you toggle in-game overlay off. Make sure that battery boost is off. And then these are all background services that run, not background services, background processes. So switch off reward is available, switch off GeForce driver update is available, and that should give you a little boost in FPS, especially switching off the in-game overlay. And then just go, look, obviously every time you load a new driver, I don't know exactly what your process is, but when you load a new driver, typically, unless you're doing a quick setup, all these settings go back to zero, or go back to stock standard. So I'm just going to run you through your settings quickly, and who knows, maybe you'll get some extra FPS. So for desktop, enable developer settings, add desktop context menu, and then untick show notification tray. So in manage GPU performance counters, just go select allow access to GPU performance counters, hit apply. Adjust image settings with preview, just go and select use my preference emphasizing performance, apply. And then manage 3D settings. Obviously you've applied performance, but I'm just going to show you which settings give you a slight little boost in FPS. Not major, but a slight. And we're all about the numbers, so it doesn't matter if it's a half a FPS faster, we're going to do it. So first and foremost, obviously select our performance Nvidia processor. If you selected performance, all these will be set to the best settings. Then under low latency mode, go and select ultra. Done. Open GL GDI compatibility, select, it's normally on auto, select prefer performance. Now I have a reviewer saying, oh yeah, it's only for open GL games. Technically yes, but if it gives you extra FPS in other games as well, why not go and select it? Whatever. So OpenGL GDI compatibility, put on prefer performance. OpenGL rendering GPU, Nvidia, whatever your Nvidia is. Power management mode, prefer maximum performance. Shader cache, I find that my FPS is highest on 1 gigabyte of shader cache. I did it, you can go through my old videos. I did a benchmark and I checked that out. Texture filtering quality set to high performance, and then thread optimization switch on, and everything else you can just leave as is. Hit apply, and then under set physics, go and select your GPU. So guys, every time you load a new driver, obviously those Nvidia control panels reset. So just make sure that you load a new driver and you go through your settings, because you're leaving a little bit of performance on the table if you're not doing that. But yet again guys, if it's between the previous driver and the latest driver that came out yesterday, 527.37, I recommend 527.37 later in the day, because unfortunately whenever I load a new driver, Uncharted 4, it takes like half an hour to load the shaders before I can even go into the game. So I will load 526.86 again and then benchmark it against 527.37, because I've got a feeling it's between the latest driver and the driver 2 drivers back, which is the best driver out of the last month or so. So I'll release that video a little bit later today. Other than that guys, yeah, go with 527.37, you won't go wrong. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this type of content, you better smash the like button. I'm a big guy. No, I'm joking. If you enjoyed this, please smash the like button. If you haven't subbed to the channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe. Other than that, guys, it's Friday. It's the weekend. Yay! So, yeah, have a lucky weekend. Enjoy your gaming. And it's people like you. Cheers.